Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? Stephanie Reisner here. If you don't know who I am an author with four different pen names: S.J. Reisner, S. Conley, Audrey Bryce, and Ann O'Connell. And I'm going to try to do some live videos here on occasion just to say hi, kind of talk about the writing life, things like that. This past weekend, I went to my fourth Colorado Gold Writers Conference, and I taught some classes, or is it my fifth? I don't know. Might have been my fifth. I thought it was my fourth, but I know I've taught quite a few classes. I think I've taught at least four, so maybe it was my fifth. Anyway, that aside from teaching some classes, I took an all-day long workshop with what's his name, James Scott Bell, I believe his name was. He's a best-selling author, and the workshop was about writing a best-selling book, and it was basically about plotting and those telling moments in a story that make it a bestseller. So that was a really interesting and informative workshop. It was an all-day long class. It was very exhausting. And then I did a Scrivener class on Friday. Yeah, so it was like Thursday, Friday. I still have conference hangover. I'm still, ugh. This is like my fourth cup of coffee for the day. I took a Scrivener class, and I don't know if any of you out there use Scrivener. I know a lot of people will use it for like schoolwork or, papers in college and all of that too. But for writers, Scrivener is like the program that you use. And the thing was, I wasn't even using like 3/4 of what it could do. So I took a class on it finally. I finally sat down and said, I really need someone to teach me this because I'm just not getting it. And it made a lot of sense. And now I can use the whole thing. Of course, I get worried that I'm going to get lost in like plotting land, but that's okay because plotting is a good thing until your characters do something that kind of throws your entire plot out the window, which is always a blast. So anyway, I don't know if anyone's watching this, but if you watch it later, that's cool too. And then Friday morning, I taught a couple of classes, and then I had Friday afternoon off. Saturday morning, I taught classes Saturday and Sunday morning. Friday morning, I took the Scrivener class, but I had all my afternoons off, which was really nice. I shared a room with my sister, who is also a writer. She's writing a memoir right now and some young adult fiction. But it was a good time. But being an introvert, it's not that I'm not social. I think people misunderstand what introversion actually is. It doesn't mean I'm like totally antisocial or that I'm socially awkward. I'm neither, actually. I'm very, I can be very much, very social and the life of the party when given a chance. The problem is it completely sucks my energy away. And so I need recovery time, some downtime, all by myself, hiding in my little office, to kind of recover from that and to regain my energy. It's so interesting how that works. Because it's not that I don't like people. I like people just fine. And I get along with a great many people from all different walks of life. And I have so many writer friends, and it was so great to see everybody. I love that, the commiseration with your fellow writers and the encouragement and being able to be amongst your peers and actually discuss your career and the things that are going on. So, I took a few classes and a few other classes too. So it was overall like a really fun time. And next year, supposedly, they're going to have Marie Force, which means I'm going to have to go next year because I was like, oh, maybe I'll take a break next year. But no rest for the wicked. I think next year, the only conferences I'm going to do or conventions and all of that is maybe the Comic-Con. And because I already put in for a table, hopefully I get it. If I get a table for Comic-Con, I'm going to Denver Comic-Con next year. And who knows, maybe I'll do Colorado Gold again too, because if Marie Force is there, maybe I'll just pay to go instead of, because if you teach, you get comped. So, and being that, excuse me, I moderated a panel, taught 2 classes, and had to give out awards this past year. That's one of the reasons I went. Oh, and then I had to run a meeting. So I guess I did do quite a bit. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. And who knows, maybe I'll do it again next year. But it's just like any other business. You have conventions and trade shows and all of that. So, but I think that's it for this video. We'll keep it short and sweet today. Just thought I'd say hi and hope you're all having a great week.